He's taken over Mardel's mantle as the king of the garish garb. Tremendous start here from Snakebite, Peter Wright. What a session! He's got it right.
Oh, go on, Peter! Yeah! What a fantastic win! Absolutely incredible.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to an amazing night here in Liverpool for the Betway Premier League Darts. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's never too late to get this party started. Snakebite, Peter. Welcome back, Scotland, a former two-time Premier League champion and the back-to-back two-time champion of the world, the flying Scotsman, Gary Anderson!
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. Back in the wind, that'll mean that's a spin. I won't ever slack up, okay, let 'em back up. Try and play around, you gotta hold for the lack up. Get up, stand up, come up with your hands up. If you got the feeling, jump up against the ceiling. Monk with the fun jump, someone's talking jump, yeah, I'll bust 'em in the eye. And then I'll take the pulse, I came to get down, I came to get down. So get down your feet and jump around, jump around, jump around, jump around, jump up and get down.
Great way to round off the evening. Peter Wright against Gary Anderson. These two served up one of the great Premier League matches earlier in the season in League. Wright won 7-5, averaged 109.48. Anderson averaged 106.59, hit 6 180s and still lost. Such is the standard of this Premier League, Rod Harrington.
Well, it's the standard of all the players, Dave. It is incredible how they keep just rolling off over 100-plus averages. And you have to say, out of the two, Peter Wright coming into this after getting the point out of Van Gerwen earlier on, it's got to be on a high.
Looking to go level on points with Van Gerwen at the top of the table as well.
Yes, I mean, it is a big ask because Gary Anderson, he's got the scoring power, but Gary has got to get out of the gate quick and not miss doubles at crucial times, which he's been doing for a couple of 3 weeks now. That's what's put him in the position he's in. Anderson needs this win more than Peter Wright, because if he loses, it's going to cut him adrift a little bit, and then the pressure will get back on him.
Perfect Thursday night entertainment. Wright, Anderson, a Tartan tear away, Marlon, Stuart Pike.
What a match to round off. What a night here in Liverpool. And Gary Anderson knowing that a win will put him right back in contention. Peter Wright wins, goes level with Van Gerwen. But for Anderson, very, very significant this way.
Yeah, can take a massive step towards the playoffs. Put him in third spot. He's currently in sixth. We said at the start of the night that this is for me, the most important game of the Premier League so far. How will it pan out? 5-1 up. Peter Wright against Michael van Gerwen will be absolutely distraught. He only got a point. Gary Anderson, he had to rely on Chizzy, missing 7 match darts for a point.
Yeah, 6 apiece in the opening couple of games. Anderson got away with it. Peter Wright didn't. He had a dart, didn't he, for 6-1 against Van Gerwen. Peter Wright
Did. If you have missed it, Adrian Lewis hit a magical 9-darter on his way to beating Raymond van Barneveld. 7-4 as Gary hits a real timely 180. Peter Wright looking at 57 now. Earlier this evening, he went the 60 route. Treble 19 for tops. This would hurt. That hurt.
Peter Wright, saying like he's got it in reverse. Keep on.
Well, after
140.
Here we have it. Big win in the opening leg for Peter Wright. Anderson on a 2-dart 61 outshot. Yeah, it was an epic game. Anderson just couldn't believe that he lost in Leeds.
100.
Only missed 2 darts at double, hit 6 180s, 107 average nearly, but Peter Wright was terrific.
Second 180 for Gary. In 3 throws, actually.
They bring the best out of each other, Peter Wright and Gary Anderson.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I've got to admit, I had this down as a real cagey affair. It's not starting off that way.
42.
Anything but. Look at that. We know in the second league, but it's fun seeing it, isn't it? If it stays like it. Unlikely, I know.
140.
Well, Anderson started 140, 180, and he's already up against it here. He's relying on Peter Wright missing.
Peter require 81.
57 for 24.
Well, you said it would hurt. Peter Wright winning the opening leg. Boy, this will too.
Treble 12 or 12. Didn't entertain the 36. Bullseye.
56. Gary require.
Well, Anderson now got to finish it to level it up. So 1 apiece to hit semi-final. It was 6-3, I think it finished to Gary Anderson, but it was substandard.
81.
I had the pleasure of spending the weekend with Gary and Michael van Gerwen, just playing darts and having a chat. And I was just chatting to him about darts in general. He said how he feels so much more comfortable over the longer format. He said sometimes he has trouble settling in the Premier League. You wouldn't know by some of his performances, but it's from a different planet to me and you, Stuart.
Well, the hunger's still there for Anderson.
140.
Defeat to Michael van Gerwen, he was saying, just a month or so after that, at the World Championship final, if anything, it's made him even more determined. You know, it was a cracking final, and the odd dart, Anderson could have been in control before van Gerwen seized the moment, but I think it's made Anderson, giving him more desire to win another.
I think what people might forget is the fact that Gary Anderson registered the highest losing average ever in a final. That was how special Michael van Gerwen was. But right now, Peter Wright was making a hash of 199.
83.
Well, not great. 57. Double 12. We saw Adrian Lewis take that out, didn't we?
Look what Peter Wright needs. The same number he needed to win the first leg.
Well, he made sure that he went above so he didn't cover it. And he just got a bit greedy. Got to go. Double six.
No score.
Wow.
Well, what a chance Anderson has just had.
Well, Gary Anderson last week, his doubles were dismal. And in the first game tonight, against Chizzy, they weren't too clever. He's going to get away with it. He's got to start putting these away, first or second dart. You don't want to be going last dart and panicking.
No score. Featured 14.
7 missed darts at double to go ahead with a break of throw. Is he going to pay the price? Last dart in hand.
Game shown the third leg. Peter Wright.
Don't apologise.
If you're sorry for what you just did, don't do it.
134.
Well, in such moments, I wonder. The game's won and lost. But he had a chance and blew it. Peter Wright gave him another chance.
Yeah, Peter Wright really is, though, one of the very best players that I've ever seen. With one dart in hand, taking his time. And I'm including all the greats in that. He has this action that it doesn't rely on rhythm. He can just bring the arm back, and if he gets the weight right, he's normally on line. Gary, he must be thinking about those doubles, because the scoring is fine. Gets down to the doubles and looks a bit panicky. He's averaging 111, Gary Anderson. He's had 9 darts at a double and obviously missed 8 of them. Could have been averaging north of 120.
105.
Is he thinking about it, the missed doubles?
We will only know when he gets down to a double again. Well, he's still shaking his head, so yes, he is, yeah. He's definitely thinking about it. He's probably annoyed that he's not at least 3-1 up.
Well, against Dave Chisnall, he missed 4 darts to go 6-5 up and guarantee a point, and then relied on Chizzy missing a stack. It's 3 180s apiece already in this match.
Yeah, this is a perler of a game.
Tough running for both. Still to play. Peter Wright, Wade, Taylor, Lewis, Van Barneveld. Look at this run-in for Gary Anderson. Taylor, Van Barneveld, Wade, Van Gerwen.
Over you than me, Gary. Oh, this is brilliant. There's been 7 180s in this match, halfway through the 5th leg. If Gary kind of feels uncomfortable, but I don't know if the badge is falling off or he's unhappy with his shoulder. I'm not too sure. But he keeps kind of touching the right shoulder.
140, Peter Bar 121.
Anderson on a potential 11-darter. Peter Wright hoping it'll be a 12-darter. 1 dart in hand. Peter Snakebite Wright.
Taking his time again.
96.
Well, it's more or less the 5th leg running that Gary is outscored Peter Wright. He needed that, not just for the sake of winning the leg, but to propel him on to victory, because another 2 missed darts at a double could have really been detrimental to the mental side of going for doubles, and it can become impossible.
96.
Fair play to him, though. Last dart in hand, enormous amounts of pressure.
Yeah.
And he used the first dart beautifully. So Anderson has the break, reminding you a victory for Anderson puts him third in the Premier League table, the tightest race that we've had so far. Van Gerwen 17, Wright 15, Barney 14, Taylor and Lewis 13, Anderson 12. Of course, James Wade, 10 points, has given himself a chance as well with that win over Phil Taylor.
100.
Every position equals more money.
133.
Well, it's all about being at the O2 on the 18th of May. Playoffs. You rip the script up, you start again. You win 2 games, you win the Premier League.
Simple as that, Stuart, isn't it? I'd be very surprised if Gary goes bullseye here. Barney did it earlier and made a mistake. Gary's not so folly.
92.
There you go.
Peter Wright, yet to grace the stage at the O2, never reached the playoffs.
No.
40.
And in his very first year, Peter Wright was ahead in the table after 8 weeks. Only 2 men have ever won the league phase. Phil Taylor, for the last 4 years, Michael Van Gerwen. And Peter is trying to do something he's never done before.
$180.
180, 8 of them. Could be a 9th. Of course it's a 9th. Fantastic standard as Anderson shoves his average up to 113 and a half.
Yeah, the standard of Gary's play here is absolutely outrageous.
140.
Peter's averaging 106, Gary 113, and he's missed 10 darts at a double.
140.
Fancied it, didn't he?
So did I. But he's moving a bit quicker, isn't he? There's a little spring in his step. He's feeling that little bit more confident.
83.
Important last one for Peter Wright. How much of a dent will Anderson make?
145.
Well, Gary Anderson is on a 10-darter. But will he get a shot at the 10-darter?
$60. Well, I think that was 5 treble 5, but looking for a 54 to leave 24 as Gary
74.
steps up for 5-2.
4 consecutive legs for Gary Anderson. 115.35 the Scot is averaging. It's been some night, Wayne.
And he's missed 10 at a double.
Yep. Focus.
Is it 6 ton pluses, 8 140s and 5 180s? We're in the 8th leg. I don't do that in about 3 months.
100.
Fact. Well, Peter Wright led 2-1, and Gary Anderson has stormed back. And you've got to say, has shown a lot of gumption, hasn't he? After missing 7 darts at double in the 3rd leg, he's come back superbly.
Yeah, well, that doubling percentage is massively improved the last couple of legs.
100. 100.
It's only a ton. Is it more 140s? And he has hundreds, Gary Anderson.
For me, Peter Wright needs to fill this up.
140.
Well, leaves himself a finish, but Anderson will be saying 6 darts from here.
100.
Well, he'll be disappointed. 61st dart. Well, this is to stop the rot. It was 2-1 up, Peter Wright. Now 5-2 down. He's took out a 116. Can he take out a 161? Gary will have, I feel sure, at least a dart at bullseye.
97.
He'd be disappointed if he doesn't.
19's route. Treble lose the ball. And here we go. Oh! Awesome! Mr. Anderson. 5 straight legs.
You said it, Stu. Awesome Anderson. Absolutely fantastic.
113 average, Wayne.
I know that.
96.
Do you remember those days?
Oh, what a 2 minutes that was. But quite incredible because
58.
just harking back to the second and third legs, Gary Anderson was all out of sorts, going for doubles. Just looked like his composure had gone. But this is where he and Van Gerwen from 5-1 down can somehow pull it out, can't they? The belief they have in their own ability.
96.
But now he's got to finish it off. Anderson, well aware that he stole a point from Dave Chisnall in the opening match. Also well aware that Peter Wright blew. Wonderful chance of beating Michael Van Gerwen. So Anderson, focus.
100.
Concentrating. One more leg. One more leg. You know, leg difference could yet come into play. I'd be surprised if it doesn't in the race for the playoffs.
As Gary leads 167 with the help of his 6th 180. .113 average. Just 10 darts at a double.
83. Getting a power 167.
Be a lovely way to win it. Oh, unlucky.
139.
Well, Peter Wright here,
82.
he'll look at the ball surely. But Anderson is waiting to win it.
Got to make sure of at least the 25, otherwise it becomes difficult. I cannot believe he's gone that way. That leaves the bullseye.
57.
That is not the way to go with 3 in hand.
78.
And Gary Anderson wins 6 consecutive legs. Big night for the Scot. 3 points out of 4. A convincing win, an average of 113.5. What a performance. And Gary Anderson goes from 6th to 3rd in the Premier League table.
No wonder he's smiling. Very impressive display, 6 180s, 113.44, 41% on the doubles and a high check out of 126. Earlier in the night, Anderson 6 apiece with Dave Chisnall, Van Gerwen 6 apiece with Peter Snakebite Wright after being 5-1 down in that match. A magical 9-darter from Adrian Lewis against Barney in that 7-4 victory. James Wade 7-5 over Phil Taylor, and Wright going down 7-2 to Gary Anderson. Tightest Premier League ever. Michael Van Gerwen 17 points, Peter Wright 15, Gary Anderson and Barney locked on 14 apiece, Taylor and Adrian Lewis with 13, and James Wade still not out of it with 10 points so far. Earlier tonight, a magical moment from jackpot Adrian Lewis.
Oh, this is ignited. Go on then.
Have to switch surely. Yep.
59.
After the Lord Mayor's show. What about Adrian? What about this? What about that?
180 from Barney, followed by Adrian.
56.
Now he finds himself on a 9-darter after another maximum. 60. 57. Double 12. That is a 9-darter.